You're listening to Frab Talking, the Making Men Great Again podcast, the home of content and community for men seeking encouragement, accountability, and all things wise and wonderful needed to thrive and achieve greatness. Thank you for tuning in and joining us on this journey of self-improvement. I'm your host, Tommy, and as always, I'm joined by my close friend, brother, and co-host, Sam. How you doing, brother?
Hello, my friend. I'm very well. Thank you very much for asking. So kind of you. It's late on a Friday, isn't it, mate? What's going on?
I think that just highlights the commitment to the movement of the podcast, Sam. It's
This is it.
got to doff the cap, but
Yeah, we do.
as we've said many a time before, it's life's busy sometimes, so it's fitting it in as and when necessary. So I'm very gracious that you've accommodated this evening.
It's you're more than welcome, mate. It was touch and go, weren't it? But
it's
we got
quite amusing that we've both been on daddy duty as well, solo, and getting the children to bed was the
flipping heck.
It can often be a stumbling block.
This is the modern man. We look after our kids to the best of our ability.
Certainly is.
And long shall we do that?
Absolutely. Man, it's a privilege. It's an honour and a privilege, my friend.
It is. It is.
Anyway, Sam, I've got to ask you, have you been saying your prayers, taking your vitamins and doing your training, sir?
I have, mate. Absolutely. As every month or week or however long the time's been in between these, keeping it consistent, definitely with the vitamins and training. The prayers, they come and go, but most of all, it's I'm keeping on the train. What about you?
Good man.
Are you thriving, Tommy?
You beat me to it. I was going to say, most importantly, are you thriving? But seeing as you asked, pal, yeah, I am. Things are going very well. Obviously, we mentioned the Thriving 5-week challenge that we're participating in last week, or
Indeed.
a couple of weeks ago, whenever that episode first aired. But I'm doing very well indeed, my friend. Although I will say, there's been a few people at work who've been suffering with a bit of flu and sore throats and chest and stuff, and I did feel myself starting with a sore throat. I didn't know whether it was the lurgy or whether it was reading about 20 stories a day to my boy. But I'm on the old concoction here, my secret recipe, Tommy's toddy, as it's known as.
I reckon it's got lemon in it.
Correct. Keep going.
Ginger.
Correct.
Turmeric.
No turmeric.
No. Maybe pepper.
What kind of pepper?
Cayenne.
Correct.
See, I know you too well. We haven't discussed this, by the way, listeners. This I'm just knowing what he's got in his cup.
What else is in there?
There'll be some whiskey or honey, maybe.
There's honey, and there is two versions of my recipe. One is one's the school night recipe, and one's the weekend recipe. That would ordinarily have whiskey in. My friend, you are correct, but seeing as though I'm abstaining from alcohol for the 5-week challenge, sadly there's no whiskey in it this time around.
It's okay. Yeah, but honey, ginger, lemon, you can't go wrong, mate.
I did put some organic Ceylon cinnamon in it as well this time, just for a bit of flavour, and that's also good for the blood. So
very good. Keep going with that. I have a similar recipe myself. Lemon, lime, ginger, honey. And that's it usually, and you can add what bits and bobs, turmeric usually.
It's actually just it's quite a pleasant thing just to drink anyway, even if you're feeling fine. But
oh yeah,
the added benefit that it's good for you. But I swear by it, and I genuinely think that sort of alongside the healthy lifestyle anyway, and the strong immune system, it really does help me guard off any nasty symptoms of You know,
That's it.
whatever ailments doing their rounds.
That's it. Long may it continue, mate.
So tell me, Sam, are you thriving?
I am thriving. To a degree, I wouldn't say it's full blown thrive situation, but I'm doing as well as I can be. I'm not. I couldn't say I can complain about anything.
There's always going to be
I'm not unwell. Yeah,
peaks and troughs, isn't there?
absolutely. Yeah.
No matter how committed or disciplined you are. I mean, there's been days throughout this past 4 weeks where I feel like it's been 100% and everything's been perfect. And
Yeah.
there's days where I feel like I've fallen short a little bit, but that's just the way it is. You know, it's never going to be absolutely spot on every day. So, but you can't.
Yeah.
The main thing is you can't let that get you down and sort of start slip sliding into bad habits and sort of lose your focus and your motivation.
Generally, mate, I'm all good. Like you said there about the illness going round at work. I haven't been ill for a good while now, to be honest, and I've been in situations around people who've even had COVID, to be honest, and it's just completely bypassed me. Or is it what I'm putting in my body that's helping? I reckon I'm not immune to any illnesses by any stretch, but I do feel like what I'm eating and drinking is having a big effect. So I'm gonna keep doing that and touch wood, I'll
Well,
be all right.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, a strong immune system, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't sort of avoid catching something altogether. Your body fights it off quicker, and the symptoms don't take as old as it's not as severe as it might be if you had a weaker immune system. Yeah, I think you're absolutely spot on, mate.
Yeah, this is
But
true.
pleased to
So
hear it.
yeah,
So,
all good, all good.
how's the week treated you? You had a good week?
It's been hit and miss, mate. Just another working week, training, training work, and just trying to keep going, mate. Trying to survive,
Loving life,
thrive, and
though.
survive.
Thriving. I see you've quoted a member of the group there, actually. Which is that by coincidence, or
No, honestly I didn't intend to. I just said it.
if you
I
open
don't know who said that.
the group chat up and you scroll up by about 3 messages,
No, I genuinely didn't see that. Honestly,
it's got
no. Maybe it's subconscious, and I have seen it and just said it, but I
it,
didn't think.
it's not a bad little phrase though, is it? Actually,
Oh, it's nice.
it's got a ring to it. We might have to coin that one.
That'll be yeah. That's a good one. That'll be the name of the book
Yeah,
that we're gonna do. Thrive to survive.
it's in the works. It is in the
It is.
it is in the works.
It's not completely out of the realms of possibility.
Really.
But yeah, mate, all good, all good.
Mm,
So, other than that, shall we get on to the first order of business?
certainly shall.
The Brethren Bulletin,
Oh,
always said in a Scottish accent because you can't say it any otherwise.
yeah, it just rolls off the tongue.
It does, and it does. So we're recapping on the Thrive, and I must say this eloquently, Tommy, because I've had comments saying we don't say the word thrive properly. Because us Wiganers, we don't tend to pronounce our THs very well, do we?
Are we pronouncing it with an F?
Yeah, we're thrive in fives, but it's thrive in five.
Oh, I do apologise.
Yeah, there's been a lot of backlash on that. So
There's been protests, hasn't there?
again, yeah, we need to stop it. We need to talk properly. Anyway, the Thriving 5 Week Challenge, Tommy.
Yes,
It's going well.
it is, and we're almost on the home straight, Sam. It's, as you said, it's Friday, but Monday we're into the last week of the challenge, and it's
good.
It's gone very quickly. I must say.
Yeah, it has, but it's from what I'm seeing in the group. There's definitely a positive impact, which is the number one priority, I'd say.
Absolutely, and I've got to say, for me personally, it's just more than anything else, it's helped me be consistent. Um, and I don't know what it is about. I mean, all we've said is yes, we're participating in a challenge. It's not like something bad's going to happen if we don't do something, but it's just really made a difference for me. As I said, keeping me consistent and just staying disciplined and sticking to what I've said I was going to do.
Yeah,
I've said I'm going to get up early and get in the garage and do some exercise, and that's what I've done.
yeah,
Whereas perhaps if we weren't doing this challenge, there might have been occasions where it's cold, it's dark, I'm knackered, I've
mm,
not necessarily had the best sleep, my body's telling me that it needs rest, and I hit snooze on the alarm clock and have a lie in, but it's really kept me going. And then obviously seeing the other lads as well and everything that they're doing, and it does drive you on. It spurs you on to be a little bit better yourself.
yeah. Because you know you're not alone
Absolutely.
in the process, and if one person's doing something and it's sort of it feels like it's out of reach, then it gives you that aim to sort of
Yeah.
attain towards that,
Yeah.
which is only a good thing, and not just in this group but in life. You know, you should be aiming high.
Yeah.
You don't want to look back on your life when you're on your deathbed and think, oh, I wish I'd done this, I wish I'd done that. It starts
Precisely.
now.
Exactly,
It
mate.
starts now.
And
So
no, it's been really good, Sam. And I'm just yeah, I'm really made up with it, to be honest. And as I said last time, I think it's hopefully going to be the first of many. We'll roll it back out at some point, and maybe it'll take a slightly different um, shape and form, but
yeah,
there'll certainly be other things going on like this over the course of the next 12 months or so.
yeah, bigger and better.
Mm,
That's the aim.
I certainly hope so.
So as far as feedback, have we got anything good?
Yeah, we've had some good feedback off the back of the last episode. The usual stuff, really. It does tend to be a lot of the regulars who reach out and say that they've been listening in and they've been enjoying it. But we did get an email from a gentleman who's unknown to both of us, who's got his
Oh,
own.
we did.
Yeah, he's got his own podcast that he's just started on that journey himself. But he reached out after being made aware of the podcast by one of his friends, and it was a really positive email. I've actually not had a chance to respond yet, so if you are listening, you know who you are, and we don't check the email too often, but we will be in touch. Thank you for reaching out, and we're looking forward to sort of having a bit more communication with you and continuing that correspondence. And who knows, there was talk of potentially appearing on the show, so that's something
Mm.
we'll certainly pursue, Sam.
It's very encouraging, isn't it? Because it's one of them. It's one of them emails that you're like, well, this is touching other people,
Mm,
and they think it's a good thing. It's not just friends and family, albeit that's good, but complete strangers is brilliant. Especially when they're reaching out. Like, I encourage it. Like, just get in touch,
don't be
even if
shy.
you don't say much. Just say hello. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
easy as that. But
It,
someone who takes time to write an email, it's very encouraging.
yeah, and the I will just the email was signed off with "Keep up the good work. I love what you're trying to do." And there was a lot of positive
Love
things
that.
throughout the email. So yeah, thank you for reaching out. And as Sam says to anyone else who's listening in, wherever you might be in the world, give us a shout. Just say hello if that's what you want to do. Ask a question. Suggest something that you might want us to cover on the podcast, a future episode, or whatever the case may be. Just get in touch. Don't be shy.
Just on that as well leads us perfectly into how you can get in touch.
Oh yes.
Which you know, for personally me, I'm having a break from my own personal social media, and I have been since. the start of the year
Mm.
because it's poison, it's addictive, it's scrolling, it's wasting time. But as for Thrive Talking social media, that's all still there.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of, well, you get rid of one social media, but you're still on the other. Yeah, I know that, but I'm to be honest, I'm not very active on either, and I should be doing more. But we're still there. We're still there if you want to get in touch.
Making the sacrifice for the grace of good, Sam, and
I am.
I bless you for it, sir.
I am. I check. I check it like once a day,
Yeah.
just because I know if I get stuck in that scroll. But please, Instagram, send us an email like our friend there did. And even if you drop a comment on Spotify or YouTube, we read everything, and everything will get a shout out.
Yeah.
So please continue to get in touch, and it's all Thrive Talking. Type it in wherever you need to, and you'll find us.
And what's the email address, Sam?
The email address is thrivetalkingpodcast@gmail.com.
There you have it, folks. You've got everything you
Easy
need
as
to
that.
know. You've no
That's all.
excuses. Get in touch.
No excuses. Please don't be shy. We're not
So,
going to tell you to piss off. We encourage it.
so Sam, sort of following on nicely from that, we've spoke about how the listeners can get in touch, but I just want to challenge every listener, all our regulars, and those who might be joining us for the first time. I challenge every single listener now to share this podcast with one friend who doesn't already listen to the show. And that is something that Sam and I will very, very much appreciate. And that is how you can help grow this movement, grow this podcast. As we've said many a time before, we're doing this organically. There's no paid advertisements. We're not pushing posts out several times a day. It purely is organic. And we're sort of reliant on word of mouth and improving our algorithm. So yeah, please do share it with someone and let us know if you have done. We will very much appreciate it.
Yeah, brilliant. And I will say, Tommy, that for some wild reason, we're getting a lot of downloads in Singapore.
Oh yeah.
And this ain't a joke, guys, listeners. This is purely from the analytics. Singapore's blowing up.
It's good news.
I don't know why, but there you go. We have a big fan in Singapore. Get in touch, person in Singapore. Even if you're English, living in Singapore, get in touch.
Well, we are interested. We are interested in travelling to Singapore and staying in the Marina Bay Sands hotel and recording a podcast there with our friend and guest. The next guest on the show, you heard it here first.
That's it. That's definitely happening, guys. So keep it going.
Whilst we're on analytics, Sam, I was just going to ask you if we had any other sort of countries or parts of the world join us since we last reviewed. I think we was at, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we was at 22 different countries were listeners last episode. Has that changed any? Have we got anyone else?
No, not anymore. Listen, I'm not going to lie and tell you that it's grown, but it's the locations all around the United Kingdom and including Ireland in that. That changes like month by month. There's new cities and towns on there that I've never even heard of. India seems to be up there, which is wild as well. But we'll take it. We'll take it from all corners of the earth.
Yeah.
Coming at you live.
And what about our friends in Mongolia?
Yeah, that goes without saying, mate. That's the number one on the analytics here.
I mean, it's difficult at the moment, but if we ever are privileged enough to take this full time, we are certainly going to have to travel out and spend some time with the Mongols. And Yeah, just be with them and thrive.
You know what, mate? I've no doubt we are going to do so. What you manifest tends to happen. So let's have it.
Manifest destiny.
That's it.
Manifold.
Good song.
Good song and a good meaning.
Anyway,
Yes.
moving on, brother.
Moving on. Final one on that is just to everyone again, to help the algorithm, just leave us a like or leave us a review, whatever platform you're on, social media. We're not asking you to type War and Peace, just a simple thumbs up. It will massively help our algorithm and make more people aware of us. So thank you in advance.
Thank you. Good night. No, we're joking. What are we saying next, Tommy? Updates, news.
News and updates, it certainly is, my friend. So, first of all, it's a little shout out, but I can't name names because there is a bit of sensitive information here. But it's just a shout out for one of our brethren, member of the community, a long time listener and supporter of the show, who shared some fantastic news with me last week. He won an award in his employment for demonstrating the highest standards of professionalism and recognition of technical excellence in engineering. And it was
Very good.
quite a prestigious award, and I was very proud of him. And I think that's one of the things that this sort of community is all about. Is I think we need to share in the successes of our fellow man and celebrate those who are thriving. And I thought that was a prime example of someone who's thriving and achieving greatness in that example in the workplace. So a huge congratulations to that listener.
I'm hoping he knows who he is.
Oh, he certainly does.
Because we don't want to name names.
I mean it's without doubt he knows who he is. So yeah, some nice positive news there to start off, Sam.
Good, very good.
The next one there is that there is several guest episodes upcoming, getting men on the podcast from a range of different backgrounds, talking about various different things.
Yeah.
It's just a case of locking in dates. It's difficult enough for me and you to find a time that's convenient for us both. So when you introduce a third person to the mix, but we'll get there, and I'm very much looking forward to getting some guests on the show again, Sam. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, I am. I genuinely am. It just adds a bit of spice to the podcast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Instead of listening to our monotone voices, you've got something a bit extra there, and it's good to hear from someone else. Of course, that's what it's about. It's not just about me and you. It's about men in general. So
yeah,
look forward to that.
Everyone's got a story to share, and we can all learn from each other. So
surely have.
Next one are just a couple of different bits that are upcoming as well in terms of content. And I think these have both been floated on previous episodes, but trying to schedule things in now and make them a little bit more concrete. The first one, Sam, is you'll obviously have seen that I floated the idea in the group chat we've got for the challenge, the Thriving 5-week challenge, but it's the idea of us having a Thrive Talking book club.
Yeah.
Or, if I'm in danger of offending someone for mispronouncing that, is it book club?
Do you know what, mate? I don't care. You say it however you want to say it. They know what we're talking about.
So yeah, we're going to open up a virtual boot club, and with that, no idea of the frequency yet, Sam. We'll figure it out when we get there, but we'll sort of do an episode at various stages as we sort of make our way through whatever book we're reading.
Yeah.
But there'll be a group chat on that for anyone who wants to join in virtually, and we'll just discuss ideas. Let each other know what we're learning, and as we go on throughout the course of the year, hopefully we'll get through several different books of different topics, and yeah, I think it can only be a good thing.
I'm with you there, mate, completely. Because as I've got older, like so much more inclined to pick up a book now than, especially since getting rid of the social media. It's an instant replacement
Mm,
for that addictive scrolling, and not only are you broadening your mind, you're learning. It's it quietens your mind, and it saves you getting all that blue light before bed,
mm.
or whenever you want to read. Really, I mean, it's almost like a lost art, isn't it? Now reading, and
It,
some people just don't read at all. Like it's completely alien to them. Why would I pick up a book? You know what I mean? Like, why would you not? Is the
yeah,
question.
yeah, no, exactly. It just offers so much. There's so much power in reading,
Yeah.
and for me, there's several different types of books that I'll read for different things. So I will read for educational purposes and sort of learning and my own self improvement, but I also like reading a different type of book, a different style for escapism and just sort of quieting my mind and escaping from the stresses of everyday life.
Mm,
Um, it's such a good thing to do, and as you said, it is sort of like a lost art, and probably one of several reasons why we're in the state we're in as a community and
yeah.
as a people, Sam. But yeah,
Yeah. Good idea.
looking forward to that one. Another one that's upcoming, and these are just little teasers for the listeners to whet their appetite, Sam. But we've got the Great Men of History series coming up, where we'll dedicate an episode to a great man of history, as simple as that, and we'll celebrate that man in the episode. We'll talk about his life and his achievements and um, what we can learn from him, whoever it may be.
Yeah.
There's a
Another
couple
great
of
idea.
there's a couple who spring to mind straight away, Sam. So I'd be excited to do that, and we'll both
Yeah.
probably bring different influences to the table there. But yeah, it'll be a good one.
Yeah. Sounds good, mate. Sounds good.
And then the final one on news and updates, Sam, is there is a new segment in today's show.
Oh, is there?
You
Oh,
know, and
exciting.
we'll we'll see how it goes. You know, if it goes down well with the listeners, then it may become a regular feature. But
Okay.
if
Then
not,
we'll get
then
to that one, will we?
yeah, nothing too exciting.
Oh, you've planted the seed there, mate. Even I don't know what it is.
You've not read the agenda, then, have you not?
No,
Uh,
no, I have.
right,
Right, mate.
yeah. So
Should we get into it, my friend?
let's get cracking, mate. Without further ado,
What we're going to talk about this week?
what we're going to talk about, indeed, sir.
Tell us.
We're talking about how dead hangs can transform your body, revitalise your physical health, and improve mental strength.
There it is, listeners.
How's it hanging, Sam?
A little bit to the left, but we tried to centre. No, see this one, Tommy. As you know, it's not something I know much about. I know you're very passionate about dead hangs, like I am with cold water. So, yeah, take it away without further ado. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem, mate. So,
What is it? What do you do? What does it involve? Tell us all.
so as I said, we're going to be talking about a dead hang, which is an incredible exercise, and we're going to explore how this simple it could possibly be the most simple exercise known to man, Sam.
Sounds it.
We're going to talk about how it can transform your body composition, improve posture, revitalise health, improve mental strength and resilience, as I said. So you ask what it is, what it involves. A dead hang basically an isometric passive movement, in which you simply grip and hang freely from an overhead bar with your arms fully extended. And what that does is it allows for the spine to fully decompress, and literally every single muscle from your neck down is allowed to stretch. And it can be performed using a range of different grips. You can go from a wide grip to a narrower grip, shoulder width, and they'll all obviously target different areas slightly differently. But the standard dead hang does tend to be shoulder width.
Yeah. Interesting. And let's just get the let's be I lose my wording all the time, Tommy. Like we're saying 5 in 5. This is a dead hang, just so
Yes.
people can understand. Dead hang. Yeah, it sounds very simple, but obviously it's very effective. So what kind of benefits are we getting from this, Tommy?
The primary benefits that can be attributed to a dead hang, and believe me, that this is a long list for such a simple movement. It's not even a movement really. It is exercise,
It's not,
but
is it?
because it's a static hold. But the main one's got to be it improves your grip strength, Sam.
Yeah.
And we have very briefly touched on grip strength in previous episodes, but we know that grip strength is one of the key metrics for longevity and functional aging.
Yeah.
And research shows that stronger grip strength correlates with a lower risk of all-cause mortality, cardiovascular disease, and cancer.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't think, I may be wrong on this. I'm not sort of an expert in the field of sort of science and research, but I do believe that they don't actually know why there's such a strong correlation between grip strength and a lower risk to all-cause mortality, but they just know that it is probably the best indicator. Even so much that they said that it's more accurate than blood pressure.
Really?
Yeah, like it is the one primary metric for longevity. So it's a good predictor of mortality. In studies of over 140,000 adults found that an 11-pound decrease in grip strength can correlate with a 16% increase in risk of death, which is mind-blowing, really.
Yeah.
They also use it as a biological age marker, so it's a good way to measure overall muscle strength, neurological health, and cognitive function. So just from your grip strength, you can sort of know all that, which I think is fascinating.
It's mental, isn't it? That's not what you'd expect. It's not what I expected at all, to be honest. But it makes sense,
And
I'm not going to disprove it.
I mean, as I said to everyone, Sam, just go and do your own research to the listeners and come to your own conclusions. But there's a number of really well-educated people, experts in this field, who talk at length about grip strength.
Yeah.
Peter Attia's one. I think he's appeared on Joe Rogan, several other podcasts. Dr. Andrew Huberman, I believe. Our good friend, Dr. Paul Saladino, Sam, who
Yes.
regularly gets name dropped on this podcast.
He does.
He's spoken at length about grip strength, and particularly dead hangs. So, how can you improve your grip strength, Sam?
Well, I'm going to say the obvious, and by dead hanging.
Correct. Just checking you've been listening there.
Yeah.
So basically, it's really simple. The longer you can hang, the stronger your grip strength. It really is as simple as that. Now, I have been banging on about this for weeks, Sam, and I've encouraged you to
Yeah, you
try
have.
to try one. Have you tried one? Have you
I
timed
have,
yourself?
to be honest, mate. I have, to be honest. But I think I'm maybe doing it at the wrong part of my workout. Um,
He's getting the
sort of
excuses
doing it
in
at the
early
end.
there.
I'm doing it at the end of the workout, so
Yeah.
obviously my arms are fatigued. Um, whereas maybe I should be doing it at the beginning, which makes complete sense. But I'm only getting, I think the last one, I did it yesterday and it was like 1 minute 30 or something like that.
That's still pretty good, mate, to be fair.
You know, and I was clinging on for dear life towards the end of that. There was no way I could go any longer.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank you for actually taking my advice and trying a
I
dead
did.
hang.
No, I did.
But
Honestly.
no, that's a good timing. We'll get on timing shortly, but we'll also get onto the sort of best times to do a dead hang. And any time's good, but
Mm,
there's some times are better than others. And I think you're right there, Sam. If you're doing it as part of your sort of your workout when you're in the gym, you'd certainly probably be better off doing maybe one at the start and one at the end. But if you were
yeah.
to do just one, be at the start because it'll help stretch your muscles nicely before you start exercising,
Yeah. Definitely.
to sort of avoid injury and whatnot. Obviously, the benefits that come with stretching. But here's an interesting statistic for you, Sam,
Go on.
and hopefully it'll make you feel a little bit better. Um, Obviously, they can't put an exact figure on this because they've not had every single man in the world do a dead hang to sort of measure it, but it's estimated that less than 50% of the male population can hold their own body weight for over 30 seconds.
That's, yeah. I guess with that kind of stat, you have to take into account so many things, don't you? Like a person's body weight for a start.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Whether they exercise at all regularly. There's so much to be considered with that. But if you would just never exercised at all and you went and hung, I imagine you're not going to get 30 seconds.
yeah.
I really don't think you could.
D-
Because
d-
when I first did it weeks ago, I was like this. I was just about touching 30 seconds. I'm not going to lie. Um,
and
but it's about willpower as well, isn't it? So mind over matter.
yeah, absolutely. And does that not tell you, everything you just said there? Does that not tell you that
Yeah.
that there's a problem?
No, yeah.
There's a
You're right.
problem with men today. If you went back 100 years to the 1920s, for example, what do you think that percentage would look like then? The
I
average
think
male
it'll be
population?
so much higher,
Yeah.
and I think that'd be just purely down to a lack of obesity in humans.
Yeah, obviously
Definitely.
we have become more obese as a population, but we're exercising less. We're spending
Yeah.
more time immobile. We're eating more processed foods. So there's a number of factors there, but yeah, it is quite frightening, really. I mean, that potentially over 50% of the population can't hold their own body weight.
Yeah. It's madness, isn't it?
In
It's madness.
I know this is quite extreme and it's very unlikely to happen for most people, but it could literally be the difference between life and death.
Yeah. Like, if you're in that kind of situation, are you talking
Yeah, I mean,
if
like,
you are in a hanging situation?
yeah, who
Yeah.
knows? I mean, you
Yeah,
could,
that's true.
it could happen to anyone, I suppose, but the chances are unlikely. But for example, you're out for a walk, doing a bit of an hike, and you have a bit of a fall, and there's a bit of a cliff, and
Mm,
you're holding on for dear life.
you're right. It's about holding on until you could get saved, basically, at that point, isn't it?
Exactly. But it could be the difference between
Yeah.
tumbling to your death or your friend getting to you in time to pull you back up.
Yeah, it's true.
Um,
It's similar to I can compare that to kind of deadlifting as well, Tommy.
mm,
You know, if you sort of if you can't lift very much off the floor, there are many situations where you could be you need to save someone trapped under something, or you
Yeah,
just need to lift something off something
yeah,
in an emergency. And you know, I imagine a lot of men can't even flipping bend over. Never mind, lift a heavy object off the floor.
exactly.
But that's for another podcast.
So, yeah, there you have it, Sam.
So, what would you say is considered a good time for the dead hang?
So, there's a few different things bandied about on the good old internet, but the one, the sort of abandon that tends to crop up more often than not, and the dead hang strength scale, as they call it, it states that sort of a beginner should be able to get around 30 to 60 seconds.
Right.
And this is someone who's actively going dead hanging.
Yeah.
So someone who's a beginner and just starting off, they might already be physically active, but they should be looking around 30 to 60 minutes. Intermediate is from 1 minute to 2 minutes, and then advanced is from 2 minutes to 3 minutes, and then anything over 3 minutes is considered elite.
Yeah.
So that's
It's impressive.
now I don't know if you've actually seen it, but speaking of elite, Paul Saladino, and I'm sure he gets his ideas for content from me, Sam, because it's literally like a week or two after I started harping on about dead hangs, he did a video on it. He must have my office bugged or something, or my phone tapped.
It's the only explanation for that, isn't it?
But he did a video anyway, and he did a dead hang for about 13 minutes.
13?
Yeah, and it was a fat bar as well.
Got to be edited.
No, seriously, and it's verified. And he was
Wow.
like, he was changing hands as well. He was going single hand part the way through and like giving one hand a rest and then switching up. So that is absolutely incredible. But considering over 3 minutes is elite, what's 13 minutes?
Yeah. That's disgusting. And for the listeners, if you can tomorrow, whenever, go and hang and see if now you understand how ridiculous 13 minutes is.
If you get if you get a minute, that's going to be the longest minute of your life.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Your shoulders will feel like they're gonna pop out, but it's worth trying, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely.
Just for fun, if anything.
Yeah, and on the subject of be just for fun, I did put it in the group chat for the Thriving 5 Week Challenge. You've obviously done one. We've had a few people come back, and only one other person's provided a time actually. And again, I'll not name names because I've not asked permission beforehand, so I won't want to do that. But one of the long-time listeners and friends of the group said that where are we? He said that he's been when he's going through the pillars for his contemplate. He said he's been contemplating on his method to beat my dead hang time.
Yeah.
And he managed 2 minutes 15 seconds,
That's impressive.
Which is impressive.
It is.
And then a good friend, he's not part of the challenge, but a good friend of mine who I used to train with, a good friend of my brother's as well in grip strength, something we used to train together, the three of us when we used to train. But I told him that I'd been doing dead hangs, and this is just before Christmas, I think. And I told him what my time was, and I was pretty impressed and thought it'll take some beating. And the swine sent me a video of him getting a 3 minute dead hanging on the dot.
Yeah, fair play. There's always someone who has to do better, isn't there?
Of course, there is, and it's, as I said, we should celebrate these sort of when other men have success and achieve like something, whether it's a physical accomplishment or something at work or in the personal life. We should share in that success and we should celebrate it.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to aim to crack that 2 minute mark.
Oh yeah,
for a short term goal, and then I'll just build on that for the next few months.
Keep us posted, Sam.
Yeah, I will.
Let us know how you get on. But I'm sort of it's not about how long you can get. I mean, that is obviously a measure of how strong your grip is, but the dead hang isn't solely along how long you can do it for. There's other benefits to it. The main reason is the health benefits, physical and mental.
Yeah.
But a final note on that, my personal best for those who might be interested is 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
There we go, folks.
My I've set myself a goal for this year to break 4 minutes.
You can do it, mate.
I
I
appreciate
believe in you.
I appreciate that.
Like anything, the more the more you practice, it's gonna get better in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know, consistency is key with everything
definitely,
in life. So yeah,
definitely.
good one.
So moving on, Sam, and just obviously we're still talking about dad hangs and grip strength. Why is grip strength important other than obviously being one of the key metrics for longevity, everything we've just spoken about? It's obviously critical for everyday tasks, and especially as you age and you become older, it's important that you maintain that grip strength for your own
Yeah.
independence and your ability to perform tasks. So, it's the classic, can you open the pickle jar
Mm. Yeah,
type
that's it.
situation, or can you carry your shopping bags into the house?
Yeah.
And literally, as you do get older, it might be as something as simple as holding your cup of tea, or anything that involves picking something up and holding something, can be down to your grip strength. It has a direct link to all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think grip strength, in of itself, Sam, is probably something for a future deep dive, where we look at the importance of it and we explore various different techniques on improving it, not just dead hangs.
Mm.
What do you think?
Yeah. It's a good. I've heard. I'm into strongman as are you.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, I should say strongman competitions and the sport in general, and they're mad on grip strength.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely massive on it. But these are men who've got hands the size of shovels as well. Bear in mind. So I've seen a few videos of quite well-known strongmen, Brian Shaw to name one, just being obsessed with grip strength, and getting all the apparatus regarding that. So there is something in it for sure.
yeah.
So yeah,
Right, Sam. So other other benefits of performing dead hangs.
yeah,
So as I said when we
tell us.
first introduced it, um, it improves body composition. It works the forearms, the arms, the traps, the delts, the lats, the chest, the core. The list is endless. It really does improve your body composition. Something as simple as just holding your own weight and dangling there in a static position.
Yeah,
Personally, I've noticed a huge change from just doing dead hangs daily, and that being my primary sort of method of physical training.
yeah,
I've put I can't say for definite how much in terms of like a pound, 2 pounds, but I've certainly put muscle on and I've seen improved definition just from doing dead hangs. Because for a period of time, sort of leading up to just before the Christmas period or just before winter, that was the only thing I was doing day in day out, other than walking.
mm.
And I saw massive improvements, Sam.
I mean, it makes sense, mate, completely. You know, the strain that you feel when you're hanging there, and like you said at the start of this, it's working all them muscles that you can feel it working as well.
Yeah,
You know, sometimes you can get away with doing various exercises in the gym, and
mm,
you think, oh, I've half-assed it there. But when you're hanging for something, hanging from something, my God, can you feel it? Everything's switched on, isn't it? Other than your legs,
yeah,
but you can do that separately.
yeah.
So yeah, that's good to know, mate. Get some before and after pics. We'll put them on the TikTok.
Well, yeah. people have
You're all
mentioned,
right with it.
people have said this before, but as I always say, Sam, an artist never unveils his masterpiece before he's finished it, does he?
But you also want to prove and show that what you're saying works, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's all well and good saying it.
I'll tell you, I can prove it. Just go and try it yourself, and you'll see the results.
Yeah, there is that. There
To
is
anyone
that.
who's listening, but yeah, perhaps we'll look at doing something in the future in terms of a video or before and afters or whatever.
We might as well. What have we got to lose, mate?
I'll whistle through a couple of the other benefits, Sam, and feel free to chime in as and when necessary. But
Surely will.
another major benefit is, and again, I mentioned this when I introduced it, is it elongates and decompresses your spine. And sort of being more scientific here, it opens up your thoracic cavity and boosts spinal mobility, all of which helps reverse the negative effects of sitting and lying down. And that's one of the reasons why I personally like to do it almost as soon as I get out of the bed. It's one of the first things I do, other than have a glass of water and get some cold water on my face and do just a little bit of mobility. I do get out and do a dead hang first thing every morning. And the relief, and everyone likes a good stretch when they wake up.
Absolutely.
And there's no better stretch than hanging from a bar, holding your own weight, believe me. So that's one of the things. And then throughout the day, between periods of sitting and standing at work, I just like to go and have a stretch off and do a bit of a dead hang. And as I say, it reverses all those nasty effects of being sat down for long periods or being lay down in bed.
Yeah. I can certainly attest to that, mate. Being on the road 80% of the day, sat in that horrible car seat position.
It's dreadful.
It is, and for someone like me who's got a terrible hip problem, and I have done for going on 6 or 7 years now, I need my body to stretch out after a long drive. We spend all night lying down, and then I get in the car and I'm sat in that position. It's the worst. It's the worst, man. So, I'm with you on this,
Damn it.
100%.
It's almost as if you read the agenda, because
No,
that
I did,
that
but
no, I'm joking. That leads us beautifully into the next point, is hip mobility, because I don't think my hip problems have been as severe as yours. I know we've obviously spoken about that, and you've had quite a bad hip injury, but I've had a lot of issues with hip impingement and serious aches and pains that have sort of radiated down my legs as well. And I've had impaired mobility and a lack of flexibility. And one of the main reasons for that is, like you said, you spend a lot of your working day in a car in that seated position. I spend a lot of my day chained to a desk, certainly in recent years. And the relief that I feel in my hips when I'm just hanging freely, because all that weight is just going free. It's made a huge difference to my physical health. And as I said, just the relief in the hips alone, the improved mobility and flexibility, and I've seen a noticeable improvement in sort of the aches and pains in my hips since doing it.
is it almost orgasmic, would you say?
No comment.
No, I get it. It makes sense, mate. I'd literally, at my stage now with my hip, I'd do anything to relieve the pain. Um, and if this is, I never thought about the hip aspect to it, but you're just hanging there. It's all you think, all upper body. But what you're saying makes sense there completely. You're literally just hanging, so there's no weight being pressed on that ball and socket joint in your hip.
Yeah, it just really You're not sort of opening it up, but it really helps stretch it out. And
I guess if you could do the reverse, where you're hanging from your feet,
same,
foot hang.
all the same benefits other than
Yeah.
your grip strength. To be fair,
Well, yeah. It's just getting in that position, isn't it?
yeah,
Hanging from your feet. It's not easy.
But yeah. So that's hip strength, Sam, and then final one really is, and I can't underestimate this. Really, is mental strength and resilience. It's literally your grip versus the clock. And it builds real grit and determination, and you're literally like hanging on by your fingernails at the end for a few extra seconds, and that's in spite of the pain and discomfort. And it can be excruciating pain in your forearms and in your hands and your fingers. And
Yeah, too right.
I sort of, it's not dissimilar to the cold water, Sam. To be honest, when I was thinking about this earlier, when I was sort of planning the episode, is when you get into cold water, it's uncomfortable. It can be painful. By enduring that temporary discomfort, you're increasing your mental fortitude, and your ability to stay calm and sort of control your breathing. And that does so much for your mental strength and resilience. I mean, it's proven that cold water therapy is good for your mental health.
Oh, mate, preaching to the choir here, brother. Like, it's I can see it now. You know, you're hanging from the bar, and at the point that you think I can no longer grip onto this bar anymore, you can mentally tell yourself, but actually I can.
Yeah.
Your mind has to tell you what your arms can do, unless you are actually slipping off, which is a whole other story. But I get it, mate. Like the cold water, it's uncomfortable. But a lot of things what make you better in life are uncomfortable, aren't they? So
Yeah.
you know, nothing's easy. You know, life isn't easy, and neither's
Absolutely,
hanging
brother.
off a bar.
Amen,
But
brother.
we're gonna keep doing it.
The most difficult roads lead to the most spectacular views, brother.
That's it. No, you're right there, mate. Especially up them mountains.
There you have it.
Very good.
So, brethren, there you have it. Dead hangs. They truly are a game changer. And let us know, have you ever tried a dead hang? Is it something that you already include in your daily routine? If so, just for fun, what's your personal best time? And remember that you're only truly in competition with yourself. But by having healthy competition with each other, it can spur us on to do better, thrive, and ultimately achieve greatness. And as I said earlier there, Sam, when men do that, when we are thriving and we are achieving great feats as a brotherhood, it's something in which we should all celebrate together and sharing that success.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Fully agree. Fully agree. Love
So
it.
is it going to be a daily? Is it going to be a daily habit from now on?
Do you know what? I think, like, I don't see why not. Why the first thing I do when I walk into the gym is go and hang off a bar. It makes complete sense, especially if it's going to give me that relief. It's literally going to warm all the muscles up. Then, you know, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And unless you're Paul Saladino, it's not going to take you long, is it?
No, exactly.
Without further ado, Sam, it's time for the next segment.
Yes,
It's Sam's Whinge of the Week.
it is. It's that time again, people. What on earth was that?
That's the new jingle.
Is that what we've lowered ourselves to?
You said you was working on some.
I am working on it slowly. It might take another 6 months, but I am working on it. Anyway, this week's whinge, mate, is the culture of the word ick. You aware of icks, Tommy?
I'm not actually.
You've never heard of an ick?
No,
Are you joking?
I don't think so.
So basically, it's used mainly by women. They how do I describe it? It's sort of a slang term that's used to sort of describe a feeling of disgust or annoyance or like cringiness that someone does,
All right.
and they call it an ick. So, for example, like if someone chews with their mouth open, it's an ick,
Yeah.
and then a woman's instantly put off. But I'm surprised you didn't know about it because this has been going on for years and years and years. But but it's becoming a bit more ridiculous because and I'm going to say it's women aimed at men because this is where they come from, sort of thing. But the icks are getting like ridiculously. I don't know what the word is, like stupid, to where the faults being found in people for no reason whatsoever. So, like for example, because I listen to a lot of podcasts, and there's some women that come on and they'll say, "Well, I was icked out by a guy because he pushed a door that said pull on it." Do you know, things like that? It makes no sense. And there was another one where, do you know, when when you go bowling, 10-pin bowling, and you bowl your ball down the lane, and that once you've bowled your ball, you turn round and walk back. That walk back is what girls were getting put off by men. It's fucking insanity. Some of the things that they
That
say.
that walk back can be awkward though.
You know what I mean, though? That one just stood out to me because it's a weird thing, isn't it? But these are the
I
things
I
what
I,
women are finding problem with men. It's
I, I, li-
ridiculous.
I literally had no idea this was a thing.
This is the thing, mate. When we're done on here, get into the world of X because you'll find it hilarious. The things that people come out with.
I
I'm sure
don't
there was
know.
one about do you know when you go to the barbers and they put the sort of cape on you? There was people getting upset because they thought it looked stupid because it looked like a cape,
Why
barber's
why
gown.
why are women in the barber shop in the first place?
Don't know, mate.
To
Don't
witness
know.
this.
This is unbelievable. And guys wearing backpacks as well was another one I remember. You know what I mean? Just ridiculous things like that.
I can
But
understand a fanny pack.
a backpack?
Do you still wear your fanny pack?
No, not this week. AKA the bum bag.
The bum.
The bum bag. Oh, you enjoyed that one.
There is. I've had a good laugh at that, mate.
Ah,
To be fair, there are some like I don't even want to use that word, but there are some legitimate things, aren't there? But
oh yeah, of course, like bad manners and swearing in public and stuff like that.
I think I think that's one of the problems with the world with the world, Sam, is that your people are concerned about things that don't matter in the slightest. But if it's fine that he's a drug dealer and that he swears
Yeah.
and that he's just a really bad man, but that walk back from the
Yeah.
that walk back after his ball.
That's what causes you to leave him. There was another one as well that I just remembered about people, about grown men drinking glasses of milk.
That should
It's
be
just ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
that should be a turn on,
It
especially if
should
it's
be.
raw.
Exactly. Or kefir. But the things that people get put off by is unbelievable now.
No,
But there you
it's
go,
a good
mate.
whinge.
That's my
That's
whinge.
it's probably the best yet for me, other than vapes, because I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've had a
Yeah, I
good
like.
laugh.
It's good that you didn't know about it. That makes it better.
I've genuinely never heard of it.
There you go. Enjoy.
Is it like a social media trend or something, or
Um, I don't know, mate. It just appeared one day. This word ick. Um,
I've heard of like
it,
someone saying something's icky, like sickly, it's ick, but I've
no,
never. Uh,
it's probably a play on that. You know what I mean? Because it probably makes people feel sick. You know, some of these things that we do as men.
I tell you what,
It's ridiculous.
but I like that as a whinge because it is ridiculous, but it also highlights the problem, doesn't it? That
Mm,
you know, as I've just said, they're absolutely fine with the fact that he batters them, that he sells drugs for a living.
yeah.
But God forbid he goes and gets his hair cut and asks the barber's going on.
Or a cape. The barber's cape.
That's brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So there you go. People, stop with the icks. We're trying our best. So, Tommy, there's
Yes,
something new on this agenda, and I am reading it,
there
mate.
certainly is.
It's Tommy's tip of the week. Do we
Where's the jingle?
do we need a jingle for that as well?
I thought you was going to whistle something.
No, I'll work on it.
Yeah, Tommy's tip of the week, Sam. It's something that's crossed my mind previously because there's a few. It actually came because I give one of the listeners a bit of advice on something, and it's the sort of thing that doesn't warrant a full episode, but it's just like a nice little takeaway from that it doesn't necessarily have to be relevant to the episode, but just little tidbits of information that people might find helpful, little hints and
Yeah.
tips.
So what's this tip of the week then?
Well, I have got a list of these ready, but I'm cheating a little bit this week, and I'm keeping it simple. My tip my tip of the week is going to be to dead hang. I'm advising all the brethren to perform a dead hang once daily.
Yeah, it
Um,
makes sense, and it's very encompassing with the episode.
well, exactly, and I'm advising them to dead hang till failure at least once a day, and if possible, multiple times a day, aiming for a total time across several dead hangs of 2.5 of your personal best, sort of your limit. So say you can do a minute, that's your maximum.
Yeah.
Then your total for the day should aim to get 2 minutes 30 seconds
Right. Okay.
over the course of several dead hangs.
Yeah.
That's my advice, because that's how you'll incrementally sort of build up and increase the length of time on the bar. But at the very minimum, I'd advise everyone once a day do a dead hang, preferably in the morning.
That's Tommy's tip of the week.
It certainly is, Sam, and I've just got something to complement that. If you just bear with me, it's a little quote actually. It's sort of a pre nugget of wisdom. Nugget of wisdom. A pre nugget of wisdom. Nugget of wisdom. There you go. Struggled to get that one out, but so this is a quote taken from The Gift of Injury, which was written by Dr. Stuart McGill and Brian Carroll. And this quote reads, "Grip strength is an essential element when trying to transmit body strength into performance, yet it is one that is often neglected." And it's just sort of highlighting the importance of grip strength in overall body strength and performance, and pointing out the fact that it is neglected. You mentioned strongmen earlier, Sam. Strongmen are probably one of the only athletes who consciously work on the grip strength.
Yeah,
in the training, and it's a mistake that a lot of people make because it's so important.
Yeah, probably arm wrestlers as well, but that's
yeah,
relatively
of course, yeah,
getting more popular, isn't it?
That's very niche, isn't it?
Mm.
But
Cool.
Yeah, and on that, I'd advise anyone who's listening to check out Dr. Stuart McGill. He's world renowned. He's a world renowned professor of spine biomechanics, and you may have heard of the McGill Big Three. Have you heard of that?
I've never heard of it, mate.
He literally did like 20 years of research on spinal stability and injury prevention and rehabilitation, and he narrowed it down to 3 core exercises to strengthen and stabilize your spine. And I actually do. I mean, I don't do them daily anymore, but I do include them in my routine when I'm doing stretching and mobility. So yeah, I'd advise everyone to check out the McGill Big Three.
There we go. McGill Big Three.
There you have it, brother.
Nice one, mate. So, to conclude, dead hang.
Correct. Affirmative. Oh, there we have it. The next segment. So it's time to introduce the Thrive Talking Making Training Great Again playlist. What have you got for us, Sam? What are you adding onto the playlist this week?
I'm going with Aerosmith, and I'm going with a song called Ragdoll.
Oh, great choice.
You enjoy that.
Great song.
For people listening, listen to that song. It'll get you going. It'll get you fired up, and you'll be dead hanging for half an hour. I promise you. What you putting on there, Tom?
I don't know if you can see, Sam, but there it is, and it's just been placed on the playlist, my friend.
Good stuff.
We still need to get this playlist, like a link to this playlist in the description. But
yeah,
if you just bear with me, so now I've just checked. It is public, this playlist. So if you're on YouTube or YouTube Music, you should be able to find our playlist. And it's entitled Thrive Talking Podcast Presents Train Great Again. And there's already a collection of songs on there, but as you know, with this segment, we add a new song each week. And Sam's had a great suggestion there. Thank you for that, sir.
Anytime. What are you putting on there, mate?
I'm putting on a song that's probably not well known to many at all, but it's by a Christian artist known as Don Francisco, and the song's One Heart at a Time. And it's a song I was introduced to by a friend of the show, and we used to listen to it together amongst some of his other songs when back when we was in the band, actually, Simon, we was writing and listening to music. And it's a little doff of the cap because it's the same brother who won that award.
Oh, okay.
For excellence in engineering. So it's just a doff of the cap to him, and it is a great song. Actually, it's great guitar song, quite uplifting, and yeah, it's a good one to motivate you.
Nice, very good. Moving swiftly on, mate. It's the favourite part of the podcast. It's the Room 101. What we're getting rid of.
Plod it in flash. Get rid of it. Wipe it off the face of the earth.
Please. Go ahead, mate.
Well, you're getting two for the price of one here, Sam.
Oh, man.
And I'm staying on topic again with the theme of the show.
Yeah.
I'm getting rid of training gloves and wrist wraps and anyone who wears gloves or uses wrist wraps in the gym.
Why is that?
Because I feel like it's like, is it cheating? Perhaps that's one way of describing it, but the main offence that it's committed is that it's just taken away from your natural grip strength. You know, what can we go back to a time when men had cracked and calloused hands and they were men were men?
This is true.
And people who wear wrist wraps because the grip strength's too weak to allow them to get 10 reps on the deadlift, so they have to wear wrist wraps because otherwise they could only get 8 reps because the grip's so pathetic. get your wrist wraps off, do some grip strength training, and your deadlift performance will increase tenfold.
I will say though, Tommy, a weightlifting belt when deadlifting is an absolute necessity for me.
I've not condemned a belt, sir.
Oh, we're just going. Oh, is it
Glove,
specific for the wrist and the hands?
gloves and wrist wraps, yeah.
Okay, all
I'm
right,
not.
cool.
I'm not.
I
I'm
thought you were
not.
getting rid of everything else as well. What
Oh no,
supported?
the belt is. I wear a belt myself on
Yeah,
occasion when heavy squatting or deadlifting. I've nothing against that, my friend. It's purely the gloves and wrist wraps that neglect the grip strength.
right. We'll have that one then.
Are you on board?
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Next
Definitely.
next time you see someone in the gym wearing gloves or wrist
Slap it
wraps,
out.
just go and just go and give them a good hiding.
I will. What am I getting rid of? I'm gonna go kind of similar theme. It's sort of similar environment, but it's them ridiculously big water jugs that people have in gyms. Like, who needs a 5 litre water bottle in the gym? Absolutely no one ever needed that. Oh, Stanley Cups as well. Get them eradicated.
That's the latest thing,
Pointless
isn't it?
crap. It's just a cup. It's just a cup, and people are paying. I don't even know what they're paying. I don't know how much they go for. Is it like 20, 30 quid
I don't
for
know.
a bottle? Just because it's got Stanley on it?
Well,
What?
well, the ironic thing is they're made for like tradesmen and stuff like that. But
Yeah, Stanley's a Stanley knife and tools.
it's akin to the people who wear dry robes who haven't who've never been who've never been wild swimming in their life
Oh god, that could have been a whinge.
or
You
outdoor
took it
swimming.
away. Yeah, that annoys me as well.
I,
Ah
I,
well, there we go.
I always ask someone now if I see them. Oh, have you been wild swimming? Have you been outdoor? Have you been outdoor swimming?
They've never been in a body of water usually.
They've not. Just drop it kids off at school or nip it shop.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Anyway, next one, mate. The final little bit now. We're coming to a close, guys. Just bear with us. It's the nuggets of wisdom
Mm.
or wisdom.
Oh yeah. Can you say that again?
Go, go for it, mate.
Right, mine for this week, sir, is pardon me.
Pardon you.
This quote is from one of the presidents of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln. And again, I'm staying on with the theme of today's episode. And this quote reads, "Hold on with a bulldog grip and chew and choke as much as possible."
Very nice. Very appropriate as well, I
Yeah,
must
and
say.
it is what it says. Hold on with a bulldog grip, and it's basically saying be tenacious and
Mm.
have grit and determination and aggression. And yeah, take that into your next head hang when you do one tomorrow.
Well, mine's also by an American president, which is
Oh,
funnily enough, Theodore Roosevelt.
oh, Teddy Roosevelt, what
Yeah,
a man!
Teddy. Goes something like this: courage is not having the strength to go on; it is going on when you don't have the strength.
Beautiful,
So there you go. When you're hanging off that bar, if you don't feel like you can go on, you can.
very
You can definitely
appropriate,
go.
Sam.
Yeah.
Very appropriate.
So that's it. Thanks everyone for joining us on another episode. It's been a pleasure. Get in touch. Send us your hellos, your feedback, everything, and we'll see you on the next. God bless.
Good night. God bless.